Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine, and you?
Thank you for applying for the customer service representative position with us in Quebec.
Okay.
I just have a few questions to better understand your background. First, do you understand French?
Yes. I previously taught French in Nigeria. Yeah.
Oh, wow. You were a French teacher in Nigeria? That's
Yes.
really impressive. En français, avez-vous déjà travaillé au Canada?
Yeah. So far, let's say, Kosafia, Legemia, Sophie,
Qu'est-ce que vous dites, okay?
yeah. Yeah, Sophia,
Thank you,
yeah.
Samuel.
Sophie, merci.
We'll be in touch shortly with the next steps. Have a great day.
She fuck up. Can you say go fuck up? What then calm down with
She
you.
got him to make sense.
If you apply as a French tutor, because you apply. She will understand.
Secondary school,
So I to go to Canada, you need the prayer.
Hello, my friends, and welcome. Welcome back to another section with Happy Gist. Canadian dream has gone. You know, a lot of time I do say it that Canadian dream has been a thing of the past. But you know, these current immigrants, they find it difficult to believe it. And here is what this man said. And a lot of stuff has been going on. This is a person, a migrant. This is his job interview. It happened that he was called for a job. Maybe he sees it as an opportunity. And they were asked, did you know how to speak French? He said, yes. A lot of people are blaming this young man. Why can't you say the truth? Is it hard to say the truth? The truth of the matter is that I don't blame the gentleman. Right now in Canada, there is no job. A lot of people are losing their job on a daily basis. And when you can find one opportunity, you can accept that you can do a lot of things. You can even say you can walk on the water just to impress the job employee. So now here comes. This man has no French knowledge. Absolutely. He has no knowledge. But look at him claiming that he is also a French teacher back in his home country. Please don't blame him. The Canadian dream of job options are nothing. Alright, now this takes me back to a lot of videos being flying all over the internet where people are being asked Canada and their home country. Which one is more better? And I heard this gentleman that said that the money he made in his home country, Caribbean world, he used the money to buy a house in Canada. And this house takes Canadians years to pay. Now let's watch the video.
What is the biggest thing you regret in life?
I regret in life? I regret coming to Canada because if I had stayed in the Caribbean, I would have been way better. I came to Canada. I worked, maybe 20 years. I had to go back to my country. 7 years, living here for 20 years, 7 years in my country, give me enough money to buy 2 properties in Canada cash. 7 years, and still 20 years here just paying rent and nothing. It tells me Canada is just a trap. I own property and it's hard for me. So imagine people who come from different countries for the first year and you're wasting your time. You're going to stress out. You're going to go crazy and you're going to die in less than 10 years. When in your country, which would have been harder, you live for another 40, 50 years. No matter how bad it is in your country, it's only going to get worse here. I'm telling you the truth. I travel the world and live a good life, all kind of stuff. Idea of Canada is to get out of Canada, not get in. And I've realized that between America and Canada, the people who are living back in their country are living better than us who are living over here.
This interview remind me a lot of stuff many migrants do just to live this Canadian dream that I don't really know if it's still in existence. And right now, many people are leaving Canada, or just that some of them don't make their headway on internet space. And I want to use this opportunity to tell most especially African migrant, you come from Africa, right? You sold everything you have at home just to have this Canadian dream. I'm sorry to say you, there is nothing like Canadian dream again. It has gone long time ago. So before you think about selling your properties back home, before you think about selling everything back home, think about if this dream I'm hoping didn't work out. I don't know what I'm gonna fall back on. This man explained a lot of stuff to people that live in Canada. They don't want to say it. They don't want to talk about it. He stayed in Canada for 20 years. He went back home, his home country, and lived for 7 years. The money he made there, he used it to buy a house in Canada. Apparently, some people will be saying, why can't you use the same money and invest in your country? So let me tell you, everyone knows how expensive rent are in Canada. So the young man is very sensible and smart investor. He used the money to buy a house in Canada. The house will return revenue for him because revenue in Canada is quite high because of the expensive nature of the location. Now, this is a business move. For some of you that think, oh, you said that your Caribbean world country is quite good. So why do you invest in Canada? He's a business guy. That is why. But he also explained to you that life in Caribbean, in your home country, is way better in quality and otherwise than in Canada. I know a lot of people in Canada, they have stayed there for 10 years, 20 years. The mortgage, they're still paying for it. In fact, some of them have paid for this mortgage for 15 years, still counting. They haven't paid finished. But in Africa or in your country, you discover that you have the opportunity to pay off your debt quite easily and at ease. So please, when thinking about selling your properties, coming over in Canada, think about the Canadian dream is no longer in existence. A lot of graduates, international students, immigrants, roaming around the streets of Canada, no job. Some of them don't have job. Few of them do. And those that still have their own job, they cherish it like their life because they knew that once this job trashed, they're gonna be homeless because they will not see any job again. Canada right now, for you to have any job, it's like you are getting a ticket to heaven. So please, thinking about selling everything you have back home in your country just to come to a new environment, to start again. Think about it. What if things didn't go right? What if things go wrong? What will I do? Going back home is not an option. Moving on in Canada is not even an option. A lot of migrants find themselves in such mess. They can't return to their home country because they sold everything they had there. They can't continue because Canada is not giving them the Canadian dream they hoped. So please, when embarking in such journey, think twice. Be ready for anything because a lot of people will still be doubting there is still Canadian dreams. A lot of videos are popping up on the internet where Canadians, both the citizens and the migrants, lined up in the line just for McDonald's job. This is Canada you are hoping. This is Dream Canada you will see in 2025. I'm not talking about homeless people all over the streets of Canada. Please, think twice before making that migration journey. Or better still, visit Canada and see this with your eyes. And after that, you can now rethink, is this what I plan for? Is this dream I hope to have?